Fresh cut, G.
Fresh cut.
So let's move to setting 3. Thoughts? Yeah, it's fast. Yeah. Alright, welcome to another vlog. We're here at Ebisu circuit Nishi, and we are going to be not drifting the S15, but we're going to be doing a little bit of tuning. The car's been on a run-in tune essentially with a 6,000 RPM limiter, and today we're going to move the RPM limiter up, try to get some pulls, try to see, we'll get the boost curve right because we've just been running it on gate. So hopefully we have a bit of power for FDJ 2 Ebisu round. So that is this weekend. Today is Wednesday, so we haven't got much time to prep and make sure the car's right, so fingers crossed it all goes well. Obviously the wet conditions are not ideal for the tune, because we may just be spinning the whole time, but we'll see if we can set the car up to hook up in fourth. You know, maybe this track's got a bit of traction in the wet down the straight, so we'll see. But anyway, we're going to unload this. Got my friend Jono Pace from JP Tuning. He's going to be remoting in and doing it while I drive. So yeah, let's unload this. Fingers crossed we fixed a fair bit of small problems with the car because the car was put together so quick. But yeah, let's see how we go. No drifting, just tuning. Oh yeah, I forgot to show everyone. We have the livery finished on the car. It's looking pretty nice. It actually looks like a drift car now, not just a painted S15. So hopefully we can keep it looking this way. Hopefully it looks this way after this weekend. But anyway, let's get it unloaded. Alright, so what I haven't told anyone and stuff like that yet is, you know, kind of what happened at, well, prepping this car and stuff like that before round 1. I actually filmed a whole bunch of stuff, but this silly guy filmed it all in slow-mo because I don't know how to work cameras, and the camera I bought, it was bought in Japan, it's Sony, and it doesn't allow a language change, so it's all in Japanese. So with this car we had a week to put it together. I flew back in from Australia with a whole bunch of engine parts. This engine in this car is actually Fausto's old engine. We had to rebuild it. It was, you know, down on compression. There was some marks in the bores. The head was warped. The valve seats were leaking. Like we had to resurface the block, head, rebuild the whole thing with great Australian parts. It's all ACL and Hastings. Oh no, Hastings American. But anyway, we had to rebuild the engine, but we had a week to do it before turning up. So thankfully I had a really good team with me that stayed up every night. We had no sleep that week. When we got to this car, it was a bare shell. There was nothing in it. It was sitting on jack stands with a body kit, and that's it. So we thrashed to get this thing done, get it FD legal, whole bunch of roll cage mods, rebuilt the engine. I finished putting the motor together on the Monday. We had to leave on a Friday because it was a 8-hour drive to Suzuka, but we got it done. Our goal at Suzuka was just to turn up. Me and John drove through the night. 2 trucks, one carrying all the gear, one carrying the car. And anyway, all the mods we had to do, so mods or whatever. Anyway, we rebuilt the motor. Luckily all this turbo, intercooler, radiator setup was already done. We just had to find it all and physically put it together. Today we're actually gonna tune it properly. It's been a run-in, so we've had a 6,000 RPM limiter on it while we went down to Suzuka. But you know, we got Wisefab back in it. It's not the original Wisefab out of this car, it's a different kit. We had to add that harness bar in behind the seats to get it FD legal. We had to add those little bars in, and we had to do the foot intrusion bars. To find everything with the car, with what we had at the workshop. We had to make a new fuel cell bracket because the old one was aluminium and bolted in. They don't allow that. New battery tray, new battery. The winters, we found 2 winters at the workshop. We made one good one out of the 2. The gearbox is not the original gearbox and slave setup and everything like that. We had to find a clutch, and we found one in the back room. It was a direct clutch setup, but we didn't have a slave cylinder because they don't make the slave cylinder anymore, and it was leaking, couldn't get seals. So we made a whole new clutch slave setup, had to quickly send parts to Australia to be machined and sent back to get it running. But yeah, we thrashed on this car for a week. Like, we were so tired when we rocked up. We had no sleep. Drove all through the night to make it there because we were still working on the car the day we were supposed to leave. Had to add these Raceworks harnesses in because the old ones were out of date. We had to change its seat to a Bride, and it didn't actually fit because of this. And the original seat bracket and stuff like that. So we had to mount the seat so low I could barely see over the dash. But now that's all sorted. I've moved the seat forward and up because obviously the old seat was set up for a lot taller person than I am. We played around with the pedal box and changed that up to get a better brake feel. We've just installed the Haltech IQ7, I think they're called. But yeah, tore out a whole bunch of wiring underneath the dash. It just wasn't getting used. Tore a whole bunch of wiring out of the car. So now we're just getting a few photos of the new livery. No one's seen it. It's only got done last week, so got the Hobart's mans. Look at him go.
Bonjour.
Fresh cut, G.
Fresh cut. Has the camera seen yours yet?
Everyone's seen it.
Yeah, mine's not too bad. It was worse. My hair grows back real fast, so it's no worries. We got home haircuts about a few weeks ago. Johnny's is mint.
Got that mate hook going, bud?
Look, it looked really. So Johnny actually had the braids, and then we just shaved and just left 4 braids in the middle, and then he took them out. Now he just looks like a goddamn racehorse. That moves.
It looks good.
And that was only like, I think 18 pounds.
There's some stink.
And
That was fun.
And it's wet.
Had traction. Had actual traction then. That was rolling on third and came in pretty good. Did it look fast?
Look fast. Look good.
Woo!
I want to see another run.
Me too. So fun. Dude, it has like full traction.
That looks so good. And I'm lifting up the front end and shit. Looks so good.
So this is gate pressure, so hopefully so it still reaches high boost, but it comes in really slow. let's move to setting 3. Let's see how the car feels. To 6. So this is the boost coming in really hard. God, that's fun. Now I'm just going to do a couple of runs, one of the AFRs. So I think the start line is roughly about here. So we'll see if we can do a pull to the start line as fast as we can. Not enter, of course. Just see how it feels. My car's gonna hold it. We're actually pretty dry.
Yeah.
So let's see. It's about 114 Ks. That's not bad for the short runner.
That's good about all. Feels faster.
Yeah, it does feel faster.
Feels way faster.
Maybe his GPS sucks.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's fast. Yeah. I have to bleep that out now, John. Shit. I have to bleep that too. Alright, that's a wrap on today. The car feels insane. We have all the RPMs now. We've got boost coming in hard. We have really good traction. Like, we got the tires set super low just to have as much traction as we could in the wet. And it's starting to dry up, so the car was absolutely moving. I'm a little bit scared, to be honest, because that felt so quick. But anyway, that's all we've got for today. We're gonna be out of this track by 4, so don't want to make too much noise for the neighbors. It's already super loud for them, but I'm so happy with the way today went. The car's performed. Let's see how it drifts. But yeah, I'm really interested. That is so much fun. All right, peace.